Usually I do a segment with my next guest and we trade sarcastic comments and insults. And, you know, he says things like, "You're a no-talent blowhard." And I say, "You dress like an out-of-work pimp." You know. As fun as that is, tonight we're going to go a different way. Inspired by a touching letter his own mother wrote him, he's written a warm and very funny new book filled with advice for his kids. It's titled, "In the Event of My Untimely Demise, 20 Things My Son Needs to Know." The author is a friend who dresses like an out-of-work pimp, Brian Sack.
Thank you, Glenn.
Yeah. Actually, I just got the news that your book is #3 in parenting on Amazon.
Yes.
Which is really, I mean, America. This isn't a parenting book. It's really, don't take
Well,
advice
it's kind of a parenting book. I mean, I'm a parent, apparently.
Apparently you are. They're not licensing people yet to have kids
No,
yet.
they are not. That's very evident.
Yeah. So give me the advice that's in this parenting book.
Well, I got 20 different chapters.
Yeah.
Each one touches on different things my son should know. My son being everyone in the world who can read in English.
Well, you have, wait a minute, you have a son.
I do.
Yeah.
I actually have two now.
Yeah.
I had another one recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I would have kept track of the family.
See?
Too bad for me.
Well.
So anyway, the different topics are. Give me the best piece of it.
One of my favorites is called "Get Up, Get Out, and Go Where the Toilets Are Different," and it's about the importance of travel, and the importance of travel being that you learn about other cultures, and therefore you can complain about them more effectively from a first-hand perspective.
Right.
Why is this shower drooling on me in France?
Right.
Why is that man taking my wife away?
Sure.
Why are they eating bees?
Right.
Things like that.
Do they really eat bees someplace?
In China, they had bee larvae, bee pupae, sautéed.
That's really
good stuff. I passed on it. I did eat a shark fin in a bird's nest.
I will. And you ate the bird's nest?
I ate them, yeah, but I didn't know it was made out of bird saliva. It said bird's nest. I thought it'd be like twigs steamed.
Sure.
It was bird saliva.
You know, even the twigs, that doesn't make you sound more sane. I didn't know it had the bird saliva. I thought it was just steamed twigs.
They say it's very good for your health.
You know what, Brian, I read the book. I actually read it this summer when you were writing it, and then I read it, portions of it again last night. It is really very, very funny. America, really, truly a very funny book. But also, I was struck by, I mean, I didn't think you had a heart. I really didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the Tin Man.
Yeah. No, it is. You went to see the wizard and he gave you a heart.
Yeah, I got introspective.
Right, because it starts with probably the worst comedic line of all time,
maybe,
which is?
When my mother was first diagnosed with cancer.
Right.
Yeah. And
it's the story about how your mother did write you a note.
Yes. She wrote me a letter in her cursive handwriting, single space, basically explaining her fears that she could die, and this is what I need to know, and here's what you should do, and don't take foolish risks with drugs and alcohol. You know, meet a nice girl and marry her, and have a good life. Blah, blah, blah.
So she gave that to her. Your father gave that to you.
4 years later, she did die, and yes, my father handed that to me, and that was kind of the inspiration for this book when my wife became pregnant. I thought, oh, you know what, I should write a book for my son.
Yeah.
Or my child.
Yeah, you're writing it for the money. It's very, very funny. It's very heartwarming, and actually, I can't believe it. I mean, the guy used to be a vegan. It's actually full of good advice.
Yeah, I got better.
Brian, you did. You were healed.
Yes.
Yeah. In the Event of My Untimely Demise, you can find it now on Amazon.com or any of the sites, or at any bookstore nationwide. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Glenn.
Time now for The Real America, brought to you tonight by CSX.